Starting to Vogue, you know how this works.
That's right. When extreme voguing comes on.
Agreed.
I'm just a girl in front of a camera asking people to watch weird shit with me. Welcome to Wait, What Are You Watching? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wait, What Are You Watching? The YouTube channel where I watch movies, scary movies specifically, and have you, the viewers, hold my hand through it, and also have Joseph hold my hand through it right here. Joseph, welcome to the show.
Baby, thank you. I got to tell you, I've had quite a week, so I am ready to get the shit scared out of me today.
And
I need a
hopefully
release.
all the bad remnants of a bad day could be scared out of you.
I need some priests to come in and remove these demons today because JoJo's got a lot of work to do.
What we're going to watch today, which is, Joseph?
The Exorcism of some chick named Emily Rose.
Emily Rose had a day. Now, you notoriously hate demon possession, and yet here you are.
You know, life is a full evolution of personalities that we go through. And today I want her not only to be possessed, I want hardcore demon possession. I want the scariest demon possession I can get. Because life, the real world is giving me challenges and I need a release. So Satan, here it is. Come and get it.
Maybe this is really, well, we're figuring out a way to purge a bad day, and that's just to scare the shit out of yourself.
I think we're onto something.
Fantastic. If we could just do this, it'd be so great.
It's my dream.
Right? So if you guys want to help us just do this, you could go get a book from Mr. Joseph Stone here, is also a dark fantasy novelist.
Absolutely. That would also make my day. That and a demon possession would be fantastic. Please go buy a book and learn about something amazing.
Yes. And did you know that I had a book, but it's not a book. It's a journal. It's a diary. It's a sketchbook.
Girl, not only do I know it, I have several of them and I use them all the time because
oh my gosh,
part of my writing is I have to make audiobooks and do all kinds of digital work. And I use your journals to keep notes about what I'm changing and what I'm doing with my life. And I feel you present when I'm doing it. It makes it a little bit easier.
See, it comes full circle. So you guys help support the show. Remember to subscribe, remember to comment, remember to like. Buy these wares that we're hawking at you. The links are going to be down below for my journal and Joseph's books. Okay. All right. Now let's start the purge. Let's just get this out of us.
I'm ready,
baby. Let's do our own exorcism today. All right. All right. Amen. Espíritu Santo. Okay. And it starts out with screaming.
Good. I like this. I like a girl that's got problems.
And lungs. And also based on a true story.
Absolutely. Hidden. If she doesn't make it, I'll be fine as long as they really try hard. Okay. So we've got corn. So I think Emily Rose is a Southern name, right?
Yeah. Emily Rose. Yes. Look at this house.
You get in here, Emily Rose.
Emily Rose. I love that porch. It's a wraparound porch. The house needs a coat of paint, but otherwise the bones are good, ladies and gentlemen.
I could restore that in a hot minute. Are there wasps in winter?
In the middle of winter? Oh, God, that face.
Oh, is that the infestation? We're starting with killer bees.
Man, this movie jumps into it.
Yeah, I hate all that early shit. We don't need any setup, but just get to it, people.
It's a medical examiner. She said, are you the medical examiner?
The girl ain't right.
The girl ain't right. Dad's traumatized, dude.
He's got that to a doll.
He's got that 1,000-yard stare. Oh, there's a priest.
Even the priests are like, no. Sorry.
Man.
Can't medical.
You go in there with some Zoloft or something.
Oh, and there's a sheriff too. Wow.
Damn.
This is bad.
They all look Oh, he looks traumatized.
That's a cute deputy sheriff.
Sorry, Mr. Cannot state conclusively that the cause of death was natural.
She's dead already?
Your daughter.
Is this like a flash forward?
Mm-hmm.
So we know that it doesn't end well, and we're just going to go through it? I kind of like that. I don't want her to make it.
Excuse me. You'll have to come with me.
Oh, yeah. He could be charged with a crime.
As we show you, Father Richard.
What about the parents?
They're not talking to the police.
Do we charge them?
No, even the priest admits he ran the show. I need a Christian on this.
Oh, it's Laura Linney.
Oh, Laura Linney. Okay, we got some stars in here.
Okay.
I was so sure that Van Hopper would fry, but you proved me wrong, lady.
Oh, she's a lawyer.
Oh, she's a smart lady.
The DA charged him with negligent homicide. They offered a very reasonable plea bargain, but the priest turned it down.
Carl, do not ask me to take
The
this
archdiocese specifically requested you.
This case sounds like a quagmire. If I'm smart, I'll leave it alone.
Aaron, the Van Hopper
Quagmire.
case back
Isn't
on
that
track.
the guy from Family Guy?
Once again,
These are smart lawyers, sweetie. They know words we'll never understand.
I know. I'm like, I'm stepping back away from this conversation.
I'm just staring at the bar, wishing I could get a drink.
I want my name on the door right next to yours.
But you have a vagina, so...
Okay.
Patriarchy.
In fact, if the priest won't do it and this does go to trial, the archdiocese feels his testimony could be an embarrassment. So under no circumstances is he to
No,
testify.
of course.
Okay. So she's a great lawyer with questionable morals. It's fine.
Right. But I mean, what lawyer isn't?
Mm.
She's
Do they
going to
just
be the
lock
lawyer.
people in cages with criminals and just walk away?
I know, right?
Oh, it's a priest. It's the priest, so it's fine.
It's a priest.
They left it here when they decided I wasn't going to kill myself with it.
My firm represents the archdiocese.
Yes. Yes, I was expecting them to send someone.
I defended James Van Hopper.
Now you've come here to further your celebrity.
No.
Be like, look at this hair. It deserves to be
Thank you.
in
Look
the
at-
media.
This is partner hair.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I don't think you're the right attorney for me. I think I'll stick with my public defender.
He
I
can't
don't
get the DA to get you a
recall
fair
when
deal.
we asked your opinion.
If you don't, the archdiocese won't post your bail. You'll be stuck in here for the duration of the trial.
Ooh.
And this prosecutor, Ethan Thomas, you're going to need somebody hungry and smart and aggressive to even have a chance.
Hello.
Strategy. I'm not afraid of jail.
What do you care about then?
That she
What I
believes
care
him.
about is telling Emily Rose's story. What really happened to Emily and why. If I let you defend me, will you promise to let me testify and tell the truth about what happened to Emily?
Die?
No.
All right. Then I'll let you tell her story, but only if you agree to let me do whatever else it takes to win.
She probably won't do that.
My mother, she raised me alone. She was a school teacher, so we had very little money. What a wonderful thing to be. That was Emily's dream. That's why she went away to the university.
Is that where she found Satan?
Hmm. Satan was in Tijuana, Mexico. I went to him every night
11 now.
in college.
It's a scholarship, Mom. They pay for it. They pay for everything.
Nice.
Oh,
That's the way to do it.
I'll be okay.
Famous last
Listen to your
words.
father.
till I find Satan.
I ask because I know you're a churchgoer. Now you're set to prosecute a man of God.
If he's a man of God, then personally, I think he's even more subject to the laws of moral behavior and punishment. If it were up to me, he'd get no deal at all.
What about forgiveness and compassion? Isn't that part of your creed?
Mm.
Or does that just get in the
Absolutely
way
not.
of your work?
Mm.
12 months in a county jail, reducible to 6 plus probation, if he can stay out of trouble. Somehow I expect he can manage that.
That's a good deal. For a murder?
Father Moore's made it clear there will be no plea agreement. He will not lie. He will not admit to something he is not guilty of. And he
Oh.
was never neglectful of Emily.
I'm not saying I could have been smart enough, but I like how all these lawyers
Have a good
go
night,
to a
Counselor.
bar at the end of the day.
Exactly. Like the meeting is not teams.
Right.
The bar.
And they're all drinking like martinis.
Right. It's a martini meeting. Gambutrol. Uh-oh. Oh, she's looking it up.
She's doing her research. She's got a glass of wine after the martini in her penthouse apartment, going over drug samples. Me and Laura Linney are on the same page today.
Is it the witching hour, darling?
In fact, it is.
You know about the witching hour. Don't pee during the witching hour.
Assistant District Attorney, and I represent the people. In the case before you, the evidence will show. We will prove that the victim's condition rendered her physically and psychologically incapable of caring for herself. A ritual exorcism performed by the defendant, allegedly to cure the victim by ridding her of demonic forces. This is what she looked like.
Have you ever been on a jury?
Before the defendant began.
They know I'm problematic.
This is a photograph taken of
right
her on the day that she died.
Oof. If I find her real picture, I'll pop it up right here. If you don't see it pop up, I haven't found it. Ooh.
And left her to die.
Oof.
Thank you.
Oh, you certainly primed me.
I would like to reserve my opening statement until the presentation of the defense's case.
Prosecution may begin.
I didn't know you could do that. We're learning new things.
Your Honor, did you talk to Emily about going off to college?
Yes, she told me she was excited, but nervous that she would be away from her family in the big city. She telephoned me, waking me out of a deep sleep at 4 a.m. She asked me to call Emily at a payphone on the university campus.
Jason put Satan inside her.
She said that she was alone that weekend. Her roommate had gone home.
3 a.m.
She had awakened and thought she smelled something burning.
Uh-oh.
There was no alarm, but she got up.
Girl.
That's a very unpleasant dorm.
Well, that looks like my dorm. My dorm looked like a jail. Cinder block jail. There's nothing burning. Go back to bed. Call the RA.
It's all made of cement. What's burning?
I know. Oh, Jesus.
Big wind came up.
Oh, it's just the wind. See, it's just the wind. Oh, go back to your room.
That's right, girl.
Okay, come on. Go back to your room. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. What?
Girl, why are you so fidgety?
She's the one that slammed it. What? No.
Is she in California? Goodbye. Is it an earthquake?
Goodbye.
Oh. Girl. Okay.
Are you dreaming?
Turn the light on, please.
Wake yourself up. Come on. Oh.
Oh my God. Girl.
What did it do?
At first, I thought perhaps Emily had taken illegal drugs, some type of hallucinogen. But we ran
It's
tests
college.
and found no trace of drugs in her. Epilepsy results from rapid, uncontrolled electrical activity in the brain. Contractions of all the muscles of the body.
Is it possible for a person suffering from such a seizure to have hallucinations or perceive the things that Emily described?
Absolutely.
With all that brain activity for a person to perceive all sorts of strange and violent things.
So, suspecting that Emily was epileptic, how did you proceed?
Schedule for Emily with the drug Gambutrol. I also advised regular follow-up examinations and further tests, but Emily failed to keep her follow-up appointments.
Uh-oh.
Doctor, was it your impression that Emily had placed her care entirely in Father Moore's
Objection.
hands?
He's leading the witness.
Sustained.
Oh, she good. She good.
Did you ask Emily why she had stopped filling her Gambutrol prescriptions?
Yes. She said that Father Moore had suggested she stop taking the drug.
And what?
I firmly believe that Father Moore's suggestion killed her.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is asserting outrageous conclusions based on pure hearsay evidence. Doesn't this imply that what you observed may not have been an epileptic focus?
Yes, that's also possible.
And would Father Moore's advice to stop taking Gambutrol be good advice if Emily were in fact not epileptic?
Of course. But that's not the case here. She was epileptic.
Objects move on their own and felt an invisible presence on top of her. Was she experiencing symptoms typical of epilepsy?
Not typical, no.
For example, psychosis.
Yes, I would say that's correct.
But isn't psychosis an entirely different medical condition from epilepsy?
Yes.
Yes, in my
So,
experience,
doctor, aren't
it
you
is.
selectively choosing what parts of Emily's experiences fit your epilepsy diagnosis, while
Yes.
simply ignoring those which might indicate something else?
Yeah, you and your mustache can go home. This is giving Hannibal Lecter. Hello, Clary. Wait.
Is he on the floor?
Oh, he's
Oh,
in
that was the cell next door. So they're
Okay.
isolating him.
There are forces surrounding this trial.
Girl.
Dark, powerful forces.
Why are they having meetings in the cell? They don't have a room with lights and water?
I don't think it's quite as atmospheric as this, girl. This is an artistic direction choice.
Ah, yes, okay.
Look, Father, I appreciate your concern, but you need to be worried about yourself.
Well, after the first incident, she was sent to the university hospital for testing and observation.
What?
She's seeing demons' eyes in the storm. But, you know, the flashing lights do trigger epileptic seizures.
Right.
And demon possession.
Emily once told me that in her dorm room, she resisted the demons, but at the hospital, they overcame her.
You're not enjoying your college life, girl. Now, what started it? I want to know.
Why is the classroom all dark and creepy?
Right. They didn't pay their electricity bill.
There are no light bulbs in this class at night.
Girl, it's fine. Just quit looking at the window. It's called Are You Okay? Instead of just staring at her. Why are you crying?
Oh!
It's so dark. Okay. And it's raining, and she's
wearing a sundress.
A sundress. You know. Oh my god.
She needs some medication.
This is like LSD, bad trip.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Ask one of those ladies to pray for you. Oh my god. Oh, the ladies are like, okay, that girl's.
They'll just let anyone in church these days.
Emily?
Oh. She's on.
Emily's not there. I don't think so.
Girl, we're starting to Vogue. You know how this works.
That's right. When extreme voguing comes on.
Agreed.
Fine.
Jason, please. Don't leave me.
You woke me up, you know, to things I never felt before. Things I never knew I could feel.
What?
I never knew how dead I
Oh,
was.
she gave him head. That'll do it, girl. He's from a small town.
The possibility of getting laid.
Once again, we're having martinis.
Say James Van Hopper murdered a young couple earlier today. Sources close to the investigation say that Van Hopper, who was acquitted of murder charges,
The guy she just helped get off murdered somebody.
She's
Yikes.
like, all that work I did lying. Jesus. Okay, Laura Linney, you've been warned, and it's now 3 o'clock.
Oh, here we go. You're 1 minute away. Uh-oh, she's awake at 3 a.m. No. See, if you guys don't already know, 3 a.m. is the time to just stay in bed.
Or if you wake up, turn the lights on. You know, wake up. Don't just half-ass it.
So many lessons. I'm going to put bullet points of what we have learned. What are we looking for at 3 a.m. unless it's the bathroom?
How far away could the toilet be in her
My God, where does
penthouse
she live?
apartment?
Right? She went to the kitchen. Maybe she smells the burning.
No, she does. And that's
Girl.
just Satan.
That's his natural scent.
He comes from a place that's smoky.
Okay, she turned on the light. I give her that much. Remember that story they told you about Emily Rose? Do we not remember?
The light turned out.
Really?
She's gonna get some water.
What?
Oh, girl, doors are
Fuck.
creaking. Girl, the priest warned you. He was gonna send some demons your way. Girl.
Was that the front door?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It went in. It went in. You need to go get you.
Satan walked right in that house.
Yeah, no. That's not going to happen for me.
Who are these people?
That's a no for me, dog.
Where does this detachment come from?
Just going back to bed.
The demons come to have a chat.
Let's talk about our defense.
So, does the light in the cell never turn off?
I guess not.
Oh.
Heavenly army, only Michael the Archangel. Defend us in battle against the princes, powers, and rulers of darkness.
Okay, I like how quick he was to invoke some angelic help.
Mm-hmm. He's quick draw McGraw when it comes to those prayers.
Mm-hmm.
We got to have a few Latin prayers in our back pocket, Joseph.
Girls, that should be a side project. We need to learn Latin.
My courtroom day begins at 9:30 a.m.
Yikes.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Which was 17 minutes ago.
Oof.
I have advanced degrees in medicine, psychiatry, and neurology from Johns Hopkins, and I have had 3 books of neurology and neuropsychiatry.
Click the link in the bio.
Of her complete medical file, I concluded that Emily's epilepsy had evolved into a condition known as psychotic epileptic disorder. The seizures would have the characteristic symptoms of schizophrenia, such as auditory and visual hallucinations, and sometimes extreme paranoia. Pupils will dilate, making the eyes appear black.
So you believe that Emily had epilepsy, which developed into a form of violent psychosis. Dr. Briggs, in your opinion, if Emily had continued with her medication, would she be alive today?
Absolutely. This was a very sick girl. The defendant should have realized that Emily was in need of continued medical treatment.
Ooh, Lori, I hope you're awake. I hope you took your magic mind.
Could have controlled Emily's.
Has a cumulative effect. It takes time to build up in the patient's system.
So you assume that Gambutrol would have helped her, but you don't know that it would.
It's a reasonable assumption, but...
Doctor, is psychotic epileptic disorder a common medical term, or did you just make it up?
I just made it up. And...
When Emily chose to stop her medical treatment, what exactly do you think should have been done?
I would have tranquilized her and force-fed her. And then, if necessary, I would have treated her with electroconvulsive therapy.
What kept you awake?
Doesn't matter.
You're under attack. You're in a spiritual battle, Aaron. The forces of darkness are trying to keep you away from the light. Don't let them.
Well, how? Is there a handbook?
If we don't find a doctor to testify that Emily wasn't epileptic or schizophrenic or schizoepileptic, we're going to lose.
That's a lot to put on your paralegal. He's like, I'm only getting paid $25 an hour.
No, and I shut up on time.
Maybe they see possession for what it really is. Maybe we've taught ourselves not to see it. Maybe we should also try to validate the alternative.
I mean, at this point, you need all the help you can get.
Got 3 articles by the anthropologist who wrote this book. She approaches the subject of possession from a scientific perspective. Mr. Thomas has contended that Emily Rose suffered from a serious medical condition that required medical treatment. Nothing more. That any attempt by my client to help Emily by anything other than medical means was not only inappropriate, but criminally negligent. Emily Rose's condition, in fact, was demonic possession. An exorcism was her only hope.
Oh, she's leaning into it.
Mm-hmm.
You may not believe demons exist. You won't have to. Father Moore simply tried to help Emily in a different way, and his sincere love for Emily. There was absolutely nothing Father Richard Moore could have done to prevent the death of Emily Rose.
Okay, I didn't see this coming.
I like that she leaned into
Is she gonna eat anything?
The demonic possession
So
thing.
I'm gonna
Let's
show you
see.
some new science.
Shit. Just get out
She
of
said
there.
It was terrible to hear the clinking of spoons and forks. I walked her back to her dorm, and she seemed really nervous and scared. So I held her for a while, trying to calm her down. But when I woke up, she wasn't beside me.
Uh-oh. Here we go. What happened?
Oh.
Emily? Hey.
Call 911. Why is this your fault?
Oh, and her eyes are open.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no.
She
This
can hear
is...
spoons clinking.
Oh, Jesus. Joseph, she was possessed mid-Vogue.
I mean...
Emily stayed home after that. She didn't return to school, and she kept getting worse.
Oh, no.
When he arrived, I sent my daughter Alice upstairs to see if Emily was awake.
Oh, great. You send Alice? Go wake your daughter up. Damn. No, Alice, go in there with a stick, girl.
Oh, Father.
What? What is she doing? What is she doing?
Nope.
What is that? Oh, no.
Oh, she is going full Van Helsing.
That means... Oh, God. Oh, no, no, no. Girl.
Don't. Oh,
Come
girl.
on, restrain her. Jesus Christ. Now go get a therapist for her sister. Holy shit. Oh, God.
Emily, can you hear me?
Oh.
No, 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 no.
Let's get her off the floor.
Let's just prop her up. Is there a kickstand? Ooh.
Non patas me expellere sacerdos, ego te provoco.
Going at it in Latin. That was Latin, right?
That was so Latin. She said, "Ego te provoco."
She's like, bring it, bitch. I need to find out in Latin what fuck around and find out is.
She playing
Chopstick.
Debussy. Who is that?
According to the DSM, a person's refusal to eat is a common indication of a psychiatric condition known as anorexia.
Objection. The witness just said he hasn't read the DSM, Your Honor.
Sir, if you saw someone eating insects on the street corner, would you say that that person is mentally ill?
Probably. I don't know. She never had any problems like that before, and it just didn't feel that way to me.
I mean, bugs are a valid source of protein.
And after that night, would you say that you put your daughter entirely in Father Moore's care?
Yes. We had done all we could.
Currently a professor of anthropology and psychiatry.
Oh, it's the chick that wrote the book.
Where did you receive your education?
I love
What
her.
is your specific area of expertise?
She was in
I
24.
study the spiritual experiences of people in various... Possession is one term for a basic human experience, reported by a great number of people all around the world. I believe that Emily Rose was a hypersensitive. Hypersensitives are born different from everyone else, and sometimes be uniquely susceptible to invasion by an entity that is alien to them.
Objection.
They're like the Jedi.
They're a sponge.
Getting a witch doctor to sift through some monkey bones while we're
Ooh.
Damn. And she's like, I'm right here. I can hear you.
Why do you think Emily's exorcism failed?
The medical treatment, specifically the drug, Gambutrol. Emily's exorcism could not have achieved this because the doctor gave her Gambutrol. The drug made her immune to the psycho-spiritual shock that exorcism is intended to provide. Gambutrol locked Emily in the possessed state, This left her unable to respond to the exorcism.
Well, that was neat and tidy.
No further questions?
I believe her. She was very confident.
A doctor who wants to testify. He's an eyewitness, Aaron. He was there.
Aaron, you need another blowout. That humidity.
Winter is upon you.
If you want me to defend you, you've got to give me all the information I need.
He asked that I keep his involvement confidential,
Mm.
and I said I would.
You need to give that paralegal a raise. He found that bitch.
Mm-hmm. $22 an hour now.
Oh, I recognize you from those courtroom drawings on the news.
Who says that?
That's pretty
Right?
real life to observe Emily's physical and mental state during this.
During the exorcism.
Yeah.
Don't trust those pigeons, man. If it flies, it spies.
Can you help our case?
I wouldn't put him on a witness stand.
But what you saw that night in Emily, that did scare you.
God, if I'd known, I never would have been there. I examined that girl before I drove back to the city that night. She was lucid, and she was completely aware of the separate entity inside her. And of course, this awareness of her alternate mental state is counterindicative of psychosis.
Crazy people don't know they're crazy.
That's right.
You'll testify to all of this in detail. Everything you saw.
Send me the case files and tell me when to be in court.
Oh, well, he's got evidence. That's different.
Uh-oh.
It's your burden now.
Oh, boy. It's her burden now.
Okay. Let's
I'm
play the
interested-
tape.
I'm,
Bring
like,
him in, say that.
Dr. Cartwright's going to testify.
Have you thought about what I said before? About dark forces and demonic attacks?
I was thinking about what you said to me. Thinking
Do people walk through snowstorms?
demons really do
Purposely?
I'm wondering what that would mean. God knows, I have my own demons.
Girl, no, it's not the time.
And I saw something. It was a gold locket with the initials ECB engraved on it. My middle name is Christine. Erin Christine Bruner. What are the chances of that? I don't know. Maybe it was a sign. Like, no matter what mistakes I've made in the past, at that moment, I was exactly where I was meant to be. The Archdiocese doesn't want you to testify.
They're just afraid that I'll embarrass them.
Which you will.
Some medieval sounding.
Expecting me to talk you out of it. I've just decided I'm not even going to try.
Oof.
I believe a jury will find you sincere and credible. And when Dr. Cartwright corroborates your testimony and refutes the prosecution's medical arguments, we'll get an acquittal.
Unless you get possessed in between now and then. It's 3 a.m. Okay, stay in bed.
There's...
Don't you wander around.
Is that the tape playing? Someone's playing the tape.
Father Mort, before you could actually perform the exorcism,
Oh, she
you
said,
had to
fuck
get
it.
the
We'll do it
sanction of the
tomorrow.
church,
Just
correct?
straight
We'll
to
go
it.
live. We'll go live.
Okay, so the exorcism was authorized.
I drove home. I sat up till after midnight studying the Roman ritual they had.
You hadn't done it before?
I was going to say.
They didn't send in a pro?
You got the Cliff's Notes the night before?
Mm-mm.
Actually fell asleep.
No wonder that girl's dead.
3 a.m. is the demonic witching hour. It's a way for demons to mock the Holy Trinity.
Wait, what was the hour of Christ's death? 3 a.m.?
3 p.m.
Later did
3
I connect
p.m.
So it's the
I
inverse.
remembered that that's
Right.
the same.
Did somebody look?
FYI, 3 p.m. is when I get out of work every day. Coincidence? I think not.
It's very specific to know the time that Jesus died on the cross.
You know, girl.
Like somebody was looking at their sundial watch. Like,
If you're going to make up some shit, it better be fun.
is this his house now?
Mm-hmm. This is the diocese.
Oh, everybody has long hallways.
He's holding a flame. What's that thing called?
Oh, what?
Fire putter outer.
Ugh.
in Latin, son.
Yeah. You gotta pull out the Latin. Oh, here we go. Like, he grabbed a fire extinguisher versus a crucifix.
Thank you for reminding me what that word is. I could not remember fire extinguisher.
Me
It
neither.
saved my life.
It took a little bit.
What do you make of this gesture, this nod in your direction?
That the game is on.
I'm struggling with his testimony.
Really God's gunslinger,
Yeah.
aren't you, Father?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel's harassing my witness.
Sustained. Mr. Thomas, you know I won't allow that in my court.
Yeah, tell him, Judge Judy.
This black-robed figure to be the devil?
I believe it was a demonic manifestation.
Like the demonic force you believe possessed Emily?
Yes.
We're gonna play the tape.
Oh boy, here we
After you
go.
received the bishop's authorization, when did you proceed with an exorcism?
October 31st. I thought we could use the occasion to draw them into the open.
Demons, you mean?
Yes.
Lord.
More. People will find his name on the updated witness list we provided to them this morning.
Can I move on? Can I do my job?
Allow it into evidence.
Play the tape. Play the tape.
Play the. We would never be on this jury.
Mm-mm.
Play the tape for us now.
We'd be like the
tape.
minions. Like, the tape.
Oh.
Play.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Those present.
Oh, we're gonna need new wallpaper after this.
Jason, a friend. Attention to what it says.
Right. Don't talk to it.
Okay.
We won't be dealing with Emily tonight.
Oh.
Restrainer.
Yep. Should have done that first.
I know, for real. Here we go. Wow, what did they use to restrain her? Sheets?
I think it's some twine or something.
Dude, we need to get some zip ties up in this bitch.
For my first performance.
It has begun.
Oh, God.
Let's pray.
Oh.
Here we go. Here we go.
The cross at the bottom. That makes no sense.
Satan put that there so he could easily flip it around.
Satan is a stunt queen.
Work with me. Oh!
Mhm.
See? Oh!
Was that German?
I don't know.
We got a Nazi ghost.
He's gonna start spitting. You guys better put on a hazmat suit.
But deliver us from evil!
Ooh.
Trick or treat, I give you treats and tricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cha cha cha.
Dude, she got the cats to attack him.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I have a problem with this slander against cats.
Dude, oh, dang. She jumped out the window and ran.
Here, she's going to a place with 1,000 knives and blades. They're just following.
Nobody locked the barn. They didn't prep for this at all. What are you doing? The horses are like, I'm trying to sleep.
Doctor, I need you here now. What's your vital signs?
The poor doctor has to check her vital signs in the middle of all this.
Can someone give the priest a bullhorn? Because, I mean, nobody can hear him. Nope.
Ah! Oh,
Nope.
snakes. Oh, Joseph.
Joseph's taking a break.
This is a double whammy for you.
Can anyone hold the camera steady for a minute?
Come on.
Names!
I think she did.
We are the ones who dwell within. Inhabitabit in Rome. Case of Parothin and you die. Anablia! Lucifer, the devil in the flesh.
Ugh, Emily just wanted to go to college.
Emily was taken to a room and soon fell into a deep sleep. The whole thing was a complete failure.
You attempt another exorcism?
I wanted to, but Emily refused. And without the consent of the possessed, the exorcism ritual can't be performed. She was beyond medical care,
And that she had to see this through to the end. By faith alone.
Have you tampered with this tape in any way?
No, I have not.
Oh boy. We'll see what Mustache Man has to say about this.
Are you aware that she underwent advanced catechism training?
Yes, her family is very devout.
There's
In that training,
advanced
did she study
catechism
ancient
training?
Greek? We also heard on the audio tape, correct?
She spoke Aramaic on the tape, but I don't think it was part of her training.
But it was offered as an elective at her catechism school. I have the school's curriculum here in my file. According to her high school records, German was the foreign language she studied there, yes?
Uh-oh.
I don't know, if you say so.
Are you aware of the dual sets of vocal cords that every human possesses? You know that Tibetan monks, for example, as part of their religious training, actually teach themselves to activate both sets of vocal cords.
What
And
are we
Emily-
learning on today's TED Talk?
Would you think it's possible that...
Uh-oh. What happened? The doctor's dead.
My next witness must have been detained. If we could take a short recess.
Made this court wait before, Counselor. I'm inclined.
Your Honor, please.
17 minutes. Why don't we relax, Judge Judy? Let's
Court
go
is
get
adjourned until
snack.
9:30 tomorrow morning.
Ooh.
What do you mean you can't find him?
I went to meet him and he didn't show.
Do you think the demon got him, girl?
I think so. Demon's like, oh, really?
Tell him, I know the demons are real, and I admire his courage for standing and speaking against them. Tell him I know what they can do.
What?
Oh,
What? Dude, turn around.
the demon following you, girl.
Woo! She's not going to get partner.
Carl, you told me you'd talk him out of testifying. Have you forgotten that the Archdiocese is paying for this defense?
The Archdiocese isn't on trial.
Oh
I
boy.
swore an oath to do what's best for my client.
You cashed in your conscience at the door.
People can change.
Like James Van Hopper?
Oh. Oh, low blow, bitch. You got money out of that.
If you put that priest on the stand again, I will fire you.
Oh. I mean, at this point, what you got to lose? If you win and get fired, you could have your own practice. They haven't been put. You're not going to get on partner after this. So fuck it.
Dr. Cartwright is dead.
The demon killed them with a station wagon.
Yes, it is worth it. Just let me go back on the stand
Put me back, girl.
story, and then you'll know.
Who cares?
You
At
must.
this dude, what do you get to lose?
Just read it.
I mean, what would you do, Joseph, at this point?
Would have not drank 14 martinis. I would have been in bed by 6 p.m. And at 3 a.m. when the demons wanted to play, I'd be well slept and ready. To Father Moore. Oh, I love letters. Here we go.
Read it out loud, girl.
We're just going to read it in court.
I guess.
I don't need all this pondering time if you're going to read it in court. Come on.
For real, let's
Wrap it up.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh!
Defense ready to
The
proceed.
boss is there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Fuck.
The defense
Perform,
recalls
bitch.
Father Richard Moore.
Oh, that's right. She said, I don't give a fuck if you fire me. Oh, bye. Bye.
Witnesses remind.
She said she'd written it the morning after the failed exorcism, and that it was important for me to share.
Father Moore, was Emily a good person?
No.
I believe that one day Emily will be recognized as a saint.
Why did God allow Emily to become possessed by demons and then die?
I can let Emily answer that.
Oh.
Oh. Objection.
And I fell into a deep sleep. I awoke a few hours later, hearing a voice calling out my name.
This is not a good commercial for Gambutrol. I'm just saying. Is she astroplaning? Is that her?
Oh, is she going to go for a walk now and talk to the demons face to face?
Ugh.
I heard a voice calling my name. It was the Blessed Holy Mother of God.
Oh, God, it was Madonna. I hear your voice.
It's like an angel.
Heaven is not.
Why did the demons not leave me tonight?
Gambutrol.
She said, you can come with me in peace, freed of your bodily form, or you can choose to continue.
I mean,
will
thanks
suffer
for the no help.
But through you, many will come to see that the realm of the spirit is real.
Oh boy. Can I talk to the manager, aka your son Jesus?
Thank you. What is the purpose of this?
Why do we have a middleman with Mary? So the Virgin Mary said there's no chance. The demons are here to stay.
So she has stigmata now.
My experience,
Seems
I show them the devil.
that there were far easier ways to prove God's existence. You know, if he just showed up.
I believe she'd accepted her fate.
What 19-year-old was this stoic and peaceful?
I go to church and this is what I get?
Girl.
For real?
The defense rests.
I could have been sleeping in on Sundays.
Touched by the hand of God. I'm afraid the truth is far less inspiring.
If that's being touched by the hand of God, maybe no touchy.
Wounds appear, and simply did so again on one of the barbed wire fences surrounding the Rose family farm. Weeks leading up to her death, when she was clearly in need of medical treatment, he failed to have her hospitalized. And gentlemen, don't you believe it?
Believe it. Now he's possessed and using his second vocal cord.
The scariest thing in this movie so far was that sound you just made, Elaine. What the fuck was that?
See, I'm harnessing my second vocal cord. Don't you believe it?
I'm out.
Counselor.
I need a shot. Can we break for a shot?
He's all, I dare you.
I need some mezcal. Writing a book about it would probably have been less problematic.
Honestly.
Get her out of it, have her write a book.
It's what Emily believed. It's what Father Moore believed. And that sincere belief is what determined her choices. Did he, in fact, neglect Emily's needs in such a way that her death is now on his hands? No!
Calm down.
She knows she's losing. She's got to be dramatic.
You have no evidence of what you just said.
Facts. The only thing I know beyond a doubt in this case is that Father Moore loved Emily with his whole heart. Don't send a good man to prison. I'm not asking that you believe everything that Father Moore believes. I'm simply asking that you believe in Father Moore.
Please read the verdict out loud. In the case of the People versus Father Richard Moore, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of negligent homicide.
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, Father Moore requested at the start of the trial that if found guilty, he would be sentenced immediately.
But the jury would like to make a recommendation. We recommend a sentence of time served.
What does that mean?
It means he's already been in jail, so.
Oh.
I'll accept that.
Ooh.
You are guilty, Father Moore. And you are free to go.
Whoa.
This court is dismissed.
Well, you shocked
Another
us
drink.
all.
Bitch, what? Now he's all
Everyone
smiling
in
up
the
at her.
firm sees this is another victory. The Archdiocese is pleased, but I'm ready to make it right. I'm offering you a full partnership in the firm.
Keep it.
Once you've looked into the darkness, I think you carry it with you for the rest of your life. What about you?
I don't know. I'm not sure what I've seen. Who chose the epitaph?
I did. Emily recited it to me the night before she died.
What does it say?
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That is so uncool.
Why would you put that on anybody, especially hers?
After all that voguing,
It's only 11.
she's willing to know what time it is now. As Emily predicted, her story has affected many people. Emily's gravesite has become an unofficial holy shrine, which continues to draw visitors from all over the world. After the trial, Father Moore went into seclusion, refusing to appeal his guilty conviction and stating, "This is a matter for God. Worldly courts cannot pass any judgment on it." Erin Brosnan shared her case files with an expert in medical research and anthropology whose further research published work about the life and death of Emily Rose inspired by this film. I like it when we take a moment to breathe and let's talk about everything that was great about this film. There were many good things about this film. Laura Linney's hair was impeccable. My
Yes, it
God,
was.
whoever was styling that, the bar they were at, I want to be there right now. I love the old wood polish and martinis, and they were dirty martinis. She had like 4 olives in hers.
I mean, even the Johnny Walker in a mug, that's a thing.
I wasn't hating.
Nope. We were not judging.
I love, let's see. I think the girl that they picked to play Emily Rose, I love her. She was great in Dexter. She was good in Quarantine. Do you ever see Quarantine? She was great.
Mhm.
She did a good job as a possessed person. It is unfortunate she was only in the movie for 20 minutes at the most
Yeah.
altogether. But she definitely convinced me that she was going through some shit. Her voguing was top tier.
Top tier.
My God. I mean, I don't know how they did that. They need to behind the scenes on how they
My
got her to
God.
vogue so well. And that's it.
I think I'm in agreement with you. And it was it was sucky because the parts where she was possessed and they were showing what was happening in real life. I wanted more of that. I
Like the
wanna
barn
know.
scene was incredible.
Incredible.
There were so many like little bits that are wrong about how the church operates and Catholicism and how exorcism work. And they were just tiny little things. And I just kept saying, I just kept turning. I'm like, I know that's not right. No, that's not true.
Yeah.
You go to Catholic school that long not to know what's true and false here in this little fake world they've invented for themselves. So they needed like a technical person on here to go through the script and correct little things they were getting wrong. But ultimately, this movie was boring.
Boring.
It was so,
Dry.
like at some point I said to you, can you pause this? Because I got to go change the laundry. And then I went to the kitchen and got some biscotti and water. I was like, honestly, I need something here because I'm not scared at all. I'm just
Mhm.
waiting and waiting and waiting. Plus, this movie was 2 hours.
I know of nothing. It was a court case, but made out to be a horror film. I get that it's based on a true story. However, we've had many movies based on true stories that were very exciting. The Deliverance, I don't like the aspect of the lawyers. I don't care about the lawyers. I barely care about the priest. I wanted to know more about Emily.
Right. Can you imagine what this movie would have been like if it had just been the exorcism of Emily Rose from her first day? And like it starts with, I got accepted to college, and then it goes through her life. Why would I want to know about the court case afterwards?
Yeah.
Who the
That's
fuck gives a shit about the court case?
Thank you. That's the blip at the end. Blah, 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 went to court and was found guilty. However, da, 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 that could have been done in a
That's what I
short
should have
snippet.
read at the end of this goddamn film.
Correct.
Girl, you know what this makes me think?
Hmm.
And I know I may regret everything I'm about to say. I think we're ready. I think for our next movie we should actually watch a great film about demon possession.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
I know I've told you to drop dead and that I would never do this and that I have no interest in this. And everything I said was true. But I think it's time, sweetie. I think it's time that we actually watch The Exorcist.
We face our fears and watch The Exorcist and see how it's done.
I can promise you at the end of that movie, I'm not going to seem bored.
Yeah.
I'll probably seem violently ill, but
Yeah.
I can say objectively that is a phenomenal, wonderful film. Whether or not any of it's real or not, that filmmaking is excellent. So much so that I'm probably going to get nauseous when we watch it. But I think it's time we actually treated ourselves to something that's a true work of art.
Right. This is a big announcement. We are going to re-traumatize ourselves with the
I can't
actual
believe I'm gonna do
Exorcism.
this.
This movie was so dry that we will go ahead and step into our fear and watch The Exorcist
Okay.
next week. I respect you if you like this movie. I really do. It was just not my cup of tea, but I hope you subscribe, comment, and also follow us because we're going to be watching an actual exorcism movie next week. Stay tuned. All right, everyone. I hope we see you next week. Okay, bye, Joseph. We're just
darling.
like totally like whatever. Bye, everyone.